Waking up in America is about that moment when you awaken from living somebody else's dream and start living the life that you were created for. I'm Tajci. At 19, I was a superstar and I was lost inside. I left it all behind, switched continents and started all over. Years later, I found myself lost again, this time in the American dream. This is a story about awakening, about living the life you were created for, about going inward and discovering the joyous and purposeful person you and I are both meant to be. This is Waking Up in America. I'm deeply grateful for this opportunity to share these stories that can really move us and transform our lives. As an immigrant, I came here loving the idea of the American spirit. The land of the free and the home of the brave was a challenge to me to be both free and courageous, to look inside and find out who I am, aside from what other people in my life thought I should be, and then live it out. I believe that through showing up with our unique gifts, we create these ripples of positive change in the world. And that's why I created Waking Up in America. One of the biggest shifts in my life was when I left my successful career and came over to America and began my journey, but then got stuck in what I thought was the American dream. I did everything right, got married, had kids, had faith, and still I was fighting with anxiety, depression, and my husband. The real awakening was when I realized that the only place where I can make a change, a lasting change, that will affect my life, my marriage, my relationships, was inside. For the last decade, I've traveled all over America and I performed for all kinds of audiences. And I've had a privilege to connect with others, to hear their stories of how they've awakened from their discomforts to their purpose, and how they discovered really the essence of who they're meant to be. Waking Up in America tells these stories and connects them with music, which I think has the power to transform.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? We can get through anything now.
Join me as we explore the wonderful stories of these fascinating people who have made the meaningful shift in their lives.
On Mother's Day 12 years ago, I found out I was pregnant with my son. For some reason, that moment just felt like, it really felt to me like an invitation to come back to life.
I'm laying there in bed. I look across the room and I can see my daughter sleeping and my wife's next to me, and I realize I don't know that I'm going to wake up. I don't know that I'm going to see them ever again. And it was in that moment that I just said, okay, enough is enough.
For many years of my life, I was afraid to be myself, that I would be judged harshly, because I judged myself harshly.
Yes.
Fear doesn't stop you from dying. It stops you from living.
I got the best of you.
That was good.
We kind of rocked on that.
Yeah.
We rocked.
They will inspire you to awaken and live the life you were created for. This is Waking Up in America.